it happened, some movement at Lake Forest. The Chicago Bears fired Luke Getsy and members of the offensive coaching staff. So what does that mean for the Chicago Bears moving forward? Yeah, you're going to need a new OC. You're going to need new coaches for the offense. But what does that mean for Justin Fields? That's the next step. Is he going to come back next year with yet another offensive coordinator and a new system? Or will the Bears trade Justin Fields? The whole thing is, though, is that it's going to be a new system now that Luke Getsy's gone. And at least the Chicago Bears were able to identify something that you and I have been talking about for a long time. The offense is stagnant. The offense is not working. The defense played better this year, so that's one positive in the right direction for the Chicago Bears. But what about the offense? And so it was good that Ryan Poles and Matt Eberflus and the staff came to the conclusion that there needed to be a new face and a new voice as far as the offense is concerned. But who's going to run that offense? Is that Justin Fields? Is he going to come back with a new OC? And if the Bears underachieve, if they have, say, less than 7 wins, does that mean that Matt Eberflus comes back? See, my whole thing is that you had to blow up a lot of this, even if you were going to bring Justin Fields back, because after 2 years with Matt Eberflus and that losing early, and then the Bears are able to win some games late, great, but still it's a losing season. 3 wins to 7 wins is an improvement, but 3 wins to the playoffs would have been dope. And that's not necessarily happening, obviously, with the Chicago Bears. So I think it's interesting what's happening here, that the Bears fired Luke Getsy, that he was a scapegoat, but when the offense wasn't working, that was on everybody, including the head coach, Matt Eberflus. So now the Bears here in this offseason are going to need an offensive coordinator and a staff and a defensive coordinator, unless Eberflus is calling the plays again. See, to me, I think that if you look at all the coaches that were available, from Jim Harbaugh to Dan Quinn to Mike Vrabel, I think that you make that selection if you're Ryan Poles and say, we can upgrade the head coach just like the Cubs did by getting Joe Madden, or the White Sox did by getting Ozzie Guillen, or the Blackhawks did by getting Quinville. These are the choices that you have to make, the hard decisions to be able to upgrade. Look at it this way. If you're going to upgrade your roster every year through free agency and the draft, why wouldn't you do that with your coaching staff? Don't you think your coaching staff needs an upgrade just like your players? It only makes sense to me. But here's the Bears. They're going to pretty much tell you that Matt Eberflus is safe and he comes back next year. Okay, I'm down for it. But let me just tell you, it better work. Whatever they have planned up there, bringing Justin Fields back or drafting Caleb Williams, whatever they're trying to do, it better work. Because if you go from 3 wins to 7 wins, I expect the playoffs next year. And if the playoffs do happen for the Bears next year, you know what that means? A possible extension for Matt Eberflus. I've always thought that he was a stopgap head coach for what's best, but look what the Bears have done so far. They have punted on really good head coaching candidates that would really elevate the Bears, I believe. Now, will they do that with the quarterback draft class? That's the question. Leave me your comments below. What did you think of the Bears firing Luke Getsy? It's well-deserved, there's no doubt. But now what's next at the quarterback position? And what else are they going to do with this roster? Big questions still on the table for the Chicago Bears. This offseason is not over.